here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the sun, woman.
Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me for your New Moon SunCasts. The new moon this month is in the sign of Libra, and as many of you know, this was a black moon, which means that it's the second new moon in 1 month. And contrary to any of the negativity that you may have seen online, the black moon is actually a super positive lunation. New moons are the seeds for new beginnings, and at that period of time where the new moon is, it's a time to start something new that will grow and expand over the month cycle as the moon grows. This particular new moon, this black moon, is very much even more fortunate and lucky and good for all of us because it is conjunct Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, in the sign of Libra. So anytime you have a new moon that is conjunct Jupiter, it's an extremely fortunate time for all of us in general. What you want to do during this time is plant your seeds because you have an extra powerful boost of energy from that big planet Jupiter that brings expansion in our lives, spiritual awakening into our lives, dealings with people from other parts of the world, global interests, and it is in the sign of Libra, which is the sign of relationships. So relationships are going to be a super strong focus this month, and growing relationships, good luck and fortune through those connections, and really looking toward the future, actually being able to catch a glimpse of the future where your relationships are concerned. So the themes of justice, fairness, balance, equilibrium, and interconnection, connecting on a very deep, powerful, and spiritual level with another person or with other people in your life, is a very strong focus this month. So let's go ahead and take a look at the general readings for each of the 12 signs. Again, these are general messages. If you'd like a more in-depth and very specific individual reading for yourself, please contact me at my website, and I'd be happy and proud to be able to do a private personal reading for you. I have a number of options there that you can choose from. So thank you all again for tuning in. My current subscribers, I welcome you back. Thank you so much for being faithful to the channel. And my new subscribers, welcome to you. Thank you for tuning in, becoming a part of this Sun Woman community. Let's go on to the individual 12 signs. Hello Gemini. This black moon, new moon in Libra conjunct the planet of Jupiter is going to be highlighting your 5th house. And your 5th house is a great house because it's the house of romance, of love affairs, dating partners. It is the house that rules a lot of fun areas in our life, creativity. It also is the house of our children. So this particular lunation in your 5th house, conjunct Jupiter, may bring you a lot of luck and expansion and opportunities in those areas where it comes to romance and meeting people. You may meet a new dating partner, someone who has a lot of long-term potential, possibly someone from a different ethnic or national background than you. You may meet someone new while you are traveling, especially if you are traveling internationally. There also is a lot of good luck and good energy around your children. So if you have children, this could be a very important time in their lives. Many of them may be going off to college or starting college or starting a new school. Many of you may find out that you're going to have a baby. This is a very fertile time for you in that area. So if you are hoping to have children in the near future, then this is an important time for you. If you are not ready for that, then definitely make sure to take precautions, because this, as I said, it could be a very fertile period of time for you, especially this month and this entire year, okay, with Jupiter there in your 5th house. The 5th house also rules speculation, so some of you may be getting into the stock market. Some of you may make some money off of a scratch off or some lucky numbers, so there could be some prize winning in that area as well. So definitely a very interesting area, the 5th house. As I said, it rules your creativity, not only physical creativity, but our talents and our skills, what we turn them into. So some of you may be getting deeper or expanding your skills in some area of talent that you have, artistic, musical, creative, as far as crafting, or something that you're creating from your own hands that has your own personal stamp on it, could reach an audience far and wide. Some of you may be putting up a website, or dealing with people in globally. So you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, you're putting some flavor in it that is going to appeal to many different people of many different backgrounds, because that can be very lucky for you. Some of you may pick up the hobby of learning a new language, and that in the long term may be very positive, beneficial and beneficial for you as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the messages here for you, for my Geminis, for this new moon in Libra in your 5th house. What is the messages for Gemini for this new moon in Libra in the 5th house? Message for Geminis for new moon in Libra. Message for Geminis for this new moon in Libra. The 5th house, as I said, it's love affairs, so some of you may be spending a lot of really wonderful romantic moments with a partner, and there may be more than one partner that you have your eyes on. There may be several people vying for your attention, so you're definitely going to have options in the dating area, and it's a good time for you to explore your options as well. Possibly by the end of this year, you will have made a decision as to who it is that you want to move forward in life with. But right now, it's good to, keep your options open and just enjoy people's company and enjoy the things that new people coming into your life can bring you. All right, so let's see what the message is for Gemini for this new moon period. What is the message for Gemini? We have the Hanged Man, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Two of Pentacles, Judgment, the Magician, the Eight of Cups, and the Lover's card. Okay. All right, so messages are coming to me right off the top here. I want to pull one more card from the Tao Oracle deck as just a base of the reading. What is the message that Spirit wants to give you? What is the message from Spirit for my Geminis? Message from Spirit for the base of this reading for my Geminis. Message for Geminis. Okay. All right. Wow, beautiful card. Peace. This is your card, the number 11 card, Peace. I really love that card. It's just very interesting. I've used these cards many times. And this is definitely the first time that I've ever pulled this card for anyone. So I'm really definitely intrigued by this card, the number 11 card, Peace. Well, it is a card about balance and finding harmony in your life. And just take a look at that. It's a very serene and beautiful card. All of the blues here, the mountain in the background, the starry sky. Some of the key words are harmony, balance, perfection. equipoise, a sense of well-being, favorable conditions, and expansion. So there's that word expansion that we're talking about, direct in an alignment with Jupiter, the planet of expansion, and this new moon in Libra for you. And look at that, balance, perfection, harmony. Libra is the sign of harmony and balance. So very meaningful message here at the base of the reading for you, in direct alignment with this new moon in your fellow air sign of Libra for you Geminis. And so that's always a good thing, because that is your compatible sign. So you're going to get, you're going to get the runoff of good luck and good fortune when there's a great lunation like this one in a fellow sign of your element, an air sign. So great, great start here. I feel like many of you have, coming into this month, been in kind of a state of suspended animation, okay, where things, you haven't really been able to move forward, you don't want to move backward, you're kind of in this like purgatory kind of state where things have perhaps stopped, and you're trying to make a decision as to which direction to go. Something may recently have been sacrificed in your life, or you have come to the understanding, because the Hangman is a very spiritual card. You may have come to the understanding that something in your life may need to be let go of or sacrificed in order for you to move along now along your spiritual path. And so you're at that strange point between the past and the future, where you are seeing, you're still somewhat with one foot in the past, but you are also moving towards the future, and you're like in between worlds right now. And so it's kind of a moment of inaction, or a moment of, I don't want to say stagnation, but lack of movement, because you want to make sure you're making the right moves and moving at the right time. So you're kind of hanging out. There may be this, in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you have the person who is hanging from the tree upside down, but they're voluntarily there. No one has put them there. They're there voluntarily because they're trying to see the world from a different perspective. At any moment, this person can get down. Their hands are not bound, and they also have a halo around their head of understanding, of enlightenment. So there has been an aha moment for you before this month, coming into this period. And now, as this card shows, you're kind of hanging out, or it's very interesting because this lunation is in your 5th house. We're talking about relationships, we're talking about romantic partners, we're talking about love affairs. Some of you may have recently let go of someone in your life, or someone has moved away or walked away, or there has been some kind of adjustment or change in the relationship. And so you may have had to recently let go of expectations that you had about that relationship in order to see things truthfully and authentically as they really truly are. Okay? But in doing that, I feel that you have regained your poise, you've regained your balance. It may not have been an easy decision for you, Gemini, okay? It may have been a very difficult choice, or even with the Hangman there, it may have been a choice that was not in your hands, that was not your own doing. Someone may have made that choice for you. Someone may have created that change or let go of you. Okay? And so while it may have been very difficult, very upsetting, very stressful, why you may have been felt like you were hung out to dry or left suspended, what has happened for the best. Because I feel like it may have been very emotionally trying situation, or pulling you, from one direction and the next direction. And you being that air sign Gemini, you are, emotions can be quite difficult place to be for you. So where, it may have been difficult for you to even give yourself over to a relationship, let alone moving away, or that relationship being removed, or that person removing themselves out of your life. It could have been a situation where it wasn't that there was anything wrong with the relationship, but just through circumstances that person had to walk away. Maybe they had to move away, maybe they were deployed, maybe they had to go for a new job or a new opportunity. Maybe they have so much going on in their lives that they just did not have the time to have a quality situation with you, and rather than keeping you hanging on, they needed to let go. So there could have been different circumstances here. Well, the good news is that there are some really good things coming up, and I think that this month is going to be a very decisive month for you, because now that you've regained your balance, your Gemini twins are back on track. The Ace of Wands is on you, so I feel like there's going to be something new happening. It could be a new relationship, someone brand new coming into your life. You're going to meet someone new who could be quite significant in your life. Someone with whom you're going to have a passionate connection. It could be a fire sign energy. I'm also getting air too. I'm getting air and fire for you. So we're talking about Gemini, your own sign, Libra or Aquarius in the air sign area, and Sagittarius, Aries or Leo, fire sign. And there may be an instant connection, okay? There may be an instant attraction, someone who you see them and it's like, lightning bolts and fireworks going off. And I also feel that it may be more than one person, because we have the Two of Pentacles here coming up in the near future. So there may be more than one person that is presenting themselves to you, and you may not be choosing, but you may be juggling partners. And I said this at the beginning before I laid the cards down. There may be multiple people that you are dating and not really committing to anyone right now. I don't think you're ready for that. But you may be ready to get back into the game, okay, to meet someone special. And so there may be more than one person that you're meeting that could be a potential partner for you in the long term. It could be through work. I definitely feel a professional connection or a job situation in relation to that person. It could be something where the both of you are making money together, or you are partners in some endeavor, some professional endeavor, some creative endeavor as well with this person. So there's money involved here, profession involved here, as well as romance and attraction. I do feel that you may still have a lot going on, and I think there's a lot going on for you right now in your job and in your work situation. So you're really going to have to balance romance, love, work, your hobbies, your side gig, whatever it is. You're going to be juggling these things. But at the base of the deck, at the reading here, we're talking about very favorable conditions, okay, where kind of everything is flowing along nicely. There is, you're able to handle everything. You're able to get in some good socializing time. You're able to get your job done. You're enjoying your work. There's movement. There is expansion. You have a sense of well-being, within yourself. There's a sense of balance and recovery from what you went through the last few months. And so at one point, I do feel that, it's going to be an awakening for you. You're going to realize that the things you went through, or the people that may have, I was going to say deleted, but released themselves from your life, was for your best, and that you are understanding that light's going off, with the Hangman and Judgment. There is an awakening, there is an enlightenment, there's an understanding of what was good for you and what isn't good for you, and why Spirit has kind of brought you to this moment of balance, and you're understanding that things happen for a reason, and that even though we want to try and control and adjust and manipulate situations, we have to understand that Spirit knows what we want and what we need in our lives, and we have to sometimes hang up upside down in order to see things from a different perspective, from a spiritual perspective, as opposed to our daily striving and ambitions. What we think we want may be different from what Spirit knows we need. So I do feel that anyone who comes into your life is going to be someone very capable, someone very talented, someone who has a lot of charisma, a lot of talents and gifts and skills. They're able to do a lot of things. They may be a really good multitasker. I'm definitely getting creative energy. So someone who could be in the arts, a performer, a singer, a dancer, a musician, an artist of some kind. I'm getting tattoo just jumped into my head. So one of you or two of you may have met someone who's a tattoo artist. Definitely getting fine art in some capacity. Very creative, very colorful personality. And this person is very much a captain of their own life, a captain of their own fate, their own destiny. Very individualistic, very focused on creating an authentic life for themselves, an exciting life, a good life. And so the enthusiasm that you get from them is going to be very real. It's very true. And I feel that, there may be residual energy for you from what you just walked away from, or from whoever just walked away from you. And I'm not saying that there is not still sadness there, or there is not still a longing for what could have been. But I do feel that you're going to come to the understanding that, as I said, things happen for a reason, and that people leave our lives often so that something better and more aligned to our path can enter into our lives. So, whatever you've walked away from, or whoever it is, know that you're walking to something even better. And what gives me this impression is that in the outcome here, you have the Lover's card. Okay? And the Lover's card definitely talks about you. It's interesting because the Eight of Cups is right before it. So it's like, you have these two people who are separating, or one person is leaving. He has his bags packed. This person is, she's mourning the loss or the departure, the separation of this person. But the next card here is the Lovers. And look at this beautiful romantic card. This is two people, or, a mythological woman and a man here bonding in a very physical, romantic, close and spiritual way. So I do feel that whatever relationship or person comes into your life, there is definitely the potential for an excellent partnership, for a deeply romantic and possibly a karmic connection. The Lovers talks about soulmate connections. So sometimes we have to understand that people come into our lives that can be soulmates to us, but they're not necessarily meant to last in our lives forever. Sometimes they come in to teach us something, or we have to teach them something. And then, although that relationship may not end, may not last, it gives us something to take with us to the future, or to take with us to the next connection. So I do feel that by the end of this month, some of you may be really powerfully connecting with someone that is, as I said, a karmic relationship, a soulmate, a twin soul connection, that it will, you will look back on the past few months and say, yeah, I understand why everything happened the way it did. And you will be gaining a very strong sense of peace, of spiritual understanding, of, I said before, well-being. And this card, I'm looking at again, and it really looks like, you know, it doesn't look like a sunset for me. It really looks like the sun is about to rise over this mountain. So someone is standing perhaps at the window. These, you know, it's a window, and these are drapes or, you know, window coverings, and they're standing looking out at this peaceful lake, the mountains, the valley. You know, the bird here is taking off in flight, and this is a starry sky, but the sun is about to rise. So, you know, it's at that point, if you've ever watched a sunrise, where the sky is partially starred and partially, you know, the sunlight is coming up, peeking out over the horizon. Well, this is, for me, what is going to be happening to you this month. You are coming out of a period of darkness, of uncertainty, you know, where your wishes and your hopes are there, you know, waiting to be fulfilled. And there is a sense of tranquility. There's a sense of anticipation of the unknown. You know, you don't know what's coming up in this next day, this new day, but it's going to be something that is going to light your path, and it's going to bring light into a period of darkness. So definitely a point of transformation for you, but keep in mind, this is not going to happen unless you allow yourself to be transformed, Gemini. Okay, you have to open yourself up to this knowledge, to this understanding, to this enlightenment, to be able to see things from a totally different perspective than where you were before. So allow yourself that ability to do what Jupiter is asking you to do, and expand your understanding, expand your mind, expand your vision of the future for yourself. And in doing so, you expand your life, so that others who are right for you, who are good for you, can come into your life, and you will be giving yourself options. There may be more than one person that has a gift to bring to you, and allow that love into your life. Allow those heart connections to be formed and to be explored. Enjoy yourself this month. The 5th house is about enjoyment, having fun, coming out of a period of seclusion and connecting with other people. So you want to do that. You want to allow that to happen in your life. And in doing so, I feel that by the end of the month, you will have made some very strong new connections. Now, there is a full moon around October 16th that could be very challenging. Pluto is aspecting this full moon in Aries, so there may be an emotional situation that takes place, some kind of emotional episode, conversation, maybe confrontation. But I don't feel that it's going to be something that's going to throw you off your game. I really feel that it is something that's going to give you, help you with that epiphany. Okay, bring information to you that you did not have before about someone in your life. And, you know, it may come as a challenge to your past understanding, but full moons bring culmination, and they also bring release. So allow this full moon on the 16th to bring something up from the surface, and if it's something you no longer need, allow yourself to release it. Okay, my Geminis? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this reading was helpful for you and that it resonated for you. I thank you all for liking and sharing my videos and subscribing to my channel. As always, I wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy, and I bid you namaste.